All right, we're going to talk about percent proportions and equations. So percentages can be used, we've talked about this frequently in real life, and can be solved two ways. So you can use your percent proportion or your percent equation. I'm going to be sticking with this percent proportion each time and stay consistent. Okay, now a couple of things. One, when it comes to word problems, I would definitely use part over whole. Okay, there is another way to look at it, and that's what you've seen before is over of. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at some of these problems. Again, percent over 100 equals part over whole or is over of. So let's look at this. I'm going to try to stick with part over whole. So we're going to set up our proportion the same way we have been. And again, it's percent over 100 equals part over whole. Okay, so it says what percent, that's our x, that's what we're looking for, of 15 is 12. So this is where you could use the is over of if you want. So is 12 is your part, and of 15 is your whole. So there's your x. Now, as we've been doing, you're going to cross multiply to solve. Okay, so let's go ahead and cross multiply. 15 times x is 15x equals 100 times 12 is 1200. Cross multiply, then we're going to divide. Divide by what's in front of x. So x is going to equal, when I divide, 80. Now, it's not just 80, we're looking for percent, so we need 80%. Okay, that's the only time you need percent is when you're looking for percents. So when I'm looking for percent, I need to make sure to put it in there. Okay, we're going to keep going here. So we're going to do what number, sorry, let me get all my writing in here. Okay, so what number is 36%? That's an easy one to put in. It's got the percent sign. What number is 36% of 50? So of 50 is going to be your whole. And so here's your x. Now we're going to cross multiply. I always start with my variables. So 100x is equal to 36 times 50, which is 1800, 1800. Cross multiply, then divide. We're going to divide by 100. So no calculator really is needed. Cross off the zeros. X is equal to 18. Okay, so if I take 18, divide it by 50, I would get, and then multiply it by 100, I would get 36%. Okay, so let's look at another one here. Now that was finding part, now let's look at finding whole. So we're kind of finding each piece as we go. You're going to have them mixed up. Okay, so in this one, 150% of what number, that's my x, is 24. The 24 goes here. That's my is 24. That's where when you're looking for the I over O, the is over of, is 24. The number comes after it. But 24 is only part of that number. So then we're going to put an x down here. So then we're going to go ahead and cross multiply. Again, I always start with my variable. 150x is equal to 2400. Divide by 150. Okay. X is equal to 16. And because 150%, it's going to be, this number is going to be smaller, unlike the last one. Okay, so here are your answers for each of your problems here, and we found one of each type. In this lesson, you're also going to be doing some practice problems here. You have an answer bank. These are like the problems we did in the last lesson, so feel free to work on those.